of the number 5 ranked team in the nation, the Missouri Baptist Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely. And great. Thank you to them, Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union. I always talk about this. As most people know, I live out in St. Peters, just off of Jungerman Road. There's a Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union branch right there that I'm driving home, and it says proud sponsor of MBU Athletics. And I'm like, yes, you are.
Spartans and the Mustangs here. AMC action. Callum Barker gets ready to jump it up against Purcell, Washington. And we're ready to go. The Spartans in their home white, trimmed in navy, and the Mustangs win the tip. They're in their road black, trimmed in blue and white. Walking it into the front court, Tyrone Alston. He's a terrific point guard, and it's going to be interesting to watch the defensive situations. Victor Castillo on him to start the game. And he'll float it up from about 9, back rim, no good, and Castillo grabs the rebound.
Good job contesting that time by Pablo on the switch. Got out there and got a hand up, didn't alter the shot, but enough to kind of distract him, and he missed it long.
Woodfall drives the right baseline, open left corner. Castillo starts the game well with a triple from the left corner.
That's a good start for Pablo. Or not Pablo, I'm sorry. Jesus, 62 on the season for him. I get my Spaniards mixed up sometimes, Harry.
Pass down low against Castillo, using the backboard, missing it. Washington with the offensive rebound and sticks it home. Purcell, Washington averages 17 points and over 9 rebounds, as does Victor Dukes, who comes off the bench. Both of them, 17 points and 9 boards. These are athletic and really explosive players the Spartans will have to contend with tonight.
This is going to be interesting. The guarding down low, Washington on Barker. We'll see how this works out, and it's a bucket for Barker.
Kellen Barker just willed that one through, and the Spartans lead it 5-2. Interesting to see how the coaches align their defenses. Alston with it, drives, and they'll kick it into the left corner. 3 ball on the way is off the rim, and Castillo had it, lost it, and regained it.
Good box out that time by Castillo. Enabled him to come up with that one. Woodfall wanted to shoot that, you could tell.
Whistle foul down low against Washington. First of the night for either team.
I was going to mention it's pretty physical down there between Washington and Barker on both ends of the court. The officials get that under control just a little bit.
Jumper around and out for Kai Woodfall. We played 2 minutes. Spartans lead is 5-2. Driving, dishing to the open wing. Triple on the way is off the front rim, and an offensive rebound by the Mustangs up no good. Rebound Barker, and then he was fouled by Alston. Alston got that rebound and then fouled Barker when he missed the follow.
Yeah, so he got the inside position, got the rebound, couldn't get the shot, and then kind of out of frustration, he ends up committing the foul.
First touch for Hernandez, left side Castillo. And the Spartans play the perimeter game for just a minute. Now it's Hernandez in the right corner, drives into the paint, spins to his right, now back to the left, jump hook good. He's got smooth footwork down low.
And jump hook looked like with the left hand as well. It was nice.
3 Spartans have scored. They lead it 7-2. We mentioned it. They are losing 44-29 when they were in Arkansas against the Mustangs. Dish down low, no foul. I'm surprised. Follow tip good by Washington.
Washington just so much bigger than Kai Woodfall. He just went right up. It didn't make a lot of contact, but went right over the top of Kai for that rebound.
He's 6'5", 225, and he's muscularly built. Barker's jump hook is no good. Loose ball picked up by the Mustangs. That was Marcel Swinton on the rebound. Spartans in the man-to-man. 15 there is Perkins. Now into the post, Washington. He has both of their field goals. Puts it on the deck. Gets Barker up in the air. Kicks it out on the wing. 10 to shoot for the Mustangs. Spartans trying to stay steady on the defensive end. Left elbow extended. Jumper, no. Washington tipped up and grabbed by Barker. Kept alive by Hernandez, and Callum collected it.
Yeah, good job on the boards by the Spartans that time. Good look down low. There's an assist.
Beautiful pass, and Hernandez finishes. By the way, we've been talking about Jamari Robinson all year. Leads the AMC in assists. And I think
that was a pretty one, too. Just dropped it right over. Ooh, threw it away.
Pass. 13th or 14th in the nation is Jamari Robinson. Checking in for the first time is Victor Dukes, their leading scorer. He had 15 against the Spartans back in that game back in December. He's a senior from Jonesboro, Arkansas, and he goes about 215, 220 as well. 51% shooter, Kevin. 4th in the conference, 2nd in field goal percentage. I mean, the guy's really an offensive player. Castillo misses the triple. Checking in for the first time, Augustin, he's in. Down low, jumper, window good. Boy, I'm telling you, Purcell Washington likes the glass when he's down low.
Yeah.
All 3 of his shots, he's banked them home.
He's got all 6 of their points through 4.5 minutes as well.
We've played 4.5. Spartans lead at 9-6, better than trailing 44-29 like they did in Arkansas. Pablo drives, jump hook with the right hand this time, and it rattles in. He's gone left, he's gone right, and he's made a layup off a great dish. Good start for Pablo Hernandez.
Good bucket by Pablo is right.
4 points away from 1,100 now in his career. Dukes on the right side, loses a man with a pick, now fires it in the far corner. Triple or airmailed over the top, knocked out of bounds by Castillo. There'll be 10 to shoot. And the Spartans have fresh legs. McKelvin and Littles in. Barker. And Robinson goes out.
Yep.
Couldn't see through the maze there. Checking in is
Harry
number 12, Jordan Ford.
It was almost unfair a moment ago. You get a whiff of pizza that goes by, and it's the women celebrating their victory here in the corner with wings and pizza. It's just not fair. But congratulations to them. They earned it tonight.
Dukes fires up the three-pointer and knocks it down. And we're tied it. Nope, no, we're not 11-9. Spartans still lead.
Victor Dukes from distance there. Average, as you said, averages almost 18 points a game off the bench for the Mustangs.
Into the post they go. Littles fires it up, missed it long. Rebound the Mustangs come busting out. Alston will take it the length of the floor. Now waits for reinforcements. Lob into the post. Grabbed by Washington, guarded by Littles to a cutter. Loose ball knocked out of bounds. Got to belong to MBU. No, it doesn't. Apparently I was wrong. Yeah. Officials tonight, Brad Fritchie, Mike Wood, Joel Crenshaw, a really good veteran crew here tonight. Checking in for the first time, Ontry Roberts. And now John Yeager in for Missouri Baptist.
Pablo coming out. Yeager was about to come in when McKelvin and Littles came in, but Matt Brock put a bear hug on him and said, hey, hang on a second. You're not going in just yet. We're going to leave Pablo out there for a minute. And then they do sup him out about, 45 seconds later.
Fadeaway jumper, back rim, no. Rebound, McKelvin pulls it down. Spartans have done a good job on the glass so far tonight. Lead the game 11-9. We've got 13:50 left in the opening half. Very important AMC game for the Spartans and the Mustangs of Central Baptist. Woodfall misses the three. Rebound, Yeager turns around and scores.
The growth in his game is just, it's astounding, really.
Yeager gets his first field goal of the night. He had 2 points against the Mustangs back in December. Spartans are in the zone. At 1-2-2 or 3-2, whatever. I don't know what Matt Brock calls it. I need to ask him what he calls this. Does it as a little bit of a change of pace defense often. Dukes in traffic,
like a travel.
double dribbled, whatever, and the ball goes over to MBU. Washington will check back in. Roberts out. Back in also is Marcel Swinton. Spartans by 4, 13-14 to go here in the opening half. Neither team with a big run just yet, and teams trading buckets and feeling their way through the opening moments of this first half.
It's probably how this entire game would go, I would think. It would surprise me if one team won big this evening, honestly.
Castillo thought about the deuce, now puts it on the deck. Two Littles in the corner, fires from about 14 and airballs it.
Not his game.
Dukes will drive and dish to the wing. Now back out for Dukes straight away. Baseballs it to the far corner. Long triple on the left side falls through for Augustin.
1 point lead for Spartans.
We told you that we thought this would be a good,
Mustangs
tight, entertaining game, and it is.
Yeah, they're not going to go away, that's for sure.
Woodfall drives, dishes, Yeager scores. What's the whistle? Nope, it's a charge against Kai Woodfall. Barker and Robinson back in.
Robinson in, Barker in, and Woodfall first foul for the Spartans. Woodfall comes out, as does Littles.
Tyrone Alston checks back in. He is right behind Robinson in all those assist categories, nationally and in the AMC. In that December victory by the Spartans, Alston had 9 points, 4 boards, 5 assists. He's that guy for them. He does a lot of really good things, handles the ball well, and he's guarded by McKelvin now. Castillo had him earlier. McKelvin has him now, and this is Jalen Adams with it on the bounce. Drives by Castillo, floats it high off the backboard. Offensive rebound and reverse layup is good by Dukes. Victor
CBC
Dukes.
First lead of the evening, 14-13.
Parker at the left block. Wants to back in against Washington outside. Jamari for 3, yes! Jamari Robinson's offside game has continued to grow, and the Spartans regain the lead.
27th on the season for him, and he's really picked up his scoring over the last 3-4 games.
Dukes to the free throw line. Down low, stolen away by McKelvin. He will drive on Dukes at the other end. Stutter step drive, finger roll good. James McKelvin with the steal and the dish.
He kind of hunkered down over the ball like he was going to dribble under, and then just popped and laid it up with that right hand. Spartans suddenly back up by 4.
Scored on back-to-back occurrences, got to stop a 5-point swing, and they lead by 4. Dukes on the right side, puts it on the deck, spins away from Barker, fires it up off the standard above the backboard. Just got a little out of control and fired it up there.
Yeah, great move, just a little bit too much adrenaline when he got there. Maybe expecting some contact that didn't come. Or maybe it did come, and they just didn't call it anyway.
As a true homer, I will say no contact whatsoever.
No contact.
Robinson working against Alston at the other end of the floor. McKelvin, high post for Barker. Banging of bodies down low, Hernandez against Dukes. Pablo spins to the baseline, had it knocked off his hand and then off his own leg and then out of bounds. Pablo, no argument. He realized, yep, off my leg.
I looked at the bench, but I think that was more out of exasperation than anything else. And now coming in, number 14 for them, Tyler Williams, the junior from Greenbrier, Arkansas.
Played but did not score in that game back in December. 10:39 to go in the half. Spartans by 4, 18-14. The number 5 in the nation, Spartans first place in the AMC against the Central Baptist Mustangs. And Kevin, they've only played 13 AMC games.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. 15 against 13.
And a charge against Purcell Washington. And Kevin, he has 2 fouls. I'm telling you, he's a big physical guy. Pablo sold it well, and it probably was an offensive foul, but he sold it well. And with that guy being so big and strong, you're going to get those calls against you often.
And that aggressiveness. By the way, I love Jamori's game as Pablo inbounds to him, and he's bringing the ball up against Alston, and he just waves Pablo off like, nah, I got this. Like, I don't need a screen. I don't need any help. I'm just going to beat this guy off the dribble.
Jamari for 3 at the other end, and that one's off the back rim. A rebound belongs to Washington. We played half of the first half, and the Spartans lead by 4. Into the post, Williams. Back outside. Spartans back in the man-to-man with their starters back out there, plus McKelvin. 4 starters in McKelvin. Double team comes against Washington, and a foul maybe McKelvin. I'm not sure which. Barker and McKelvin were both there. Nope, it's going to be Cal.
Wow.
His first foul of the night, and Woodfall will check back in.
There was a foul. I just thought it was on number 4 and not on number 30.
Castillo takes the seat for the first time. Spartans lead by 4. Mustangs with the basketball. Early on, 11 rebounds for the Mustangs, 7 for the Spartans. Triple from the left wing rattles in for Jarma Perkins. And it's a 1-point game.
This is 22nd of the season. They can really shoot from the outside. 3-point percentages, they shoot it at 35%. Now, Spartans do it a lot more, almost twice as much, as a matter of fact. But they can hit from the outside.
Well, Kevin, that was the difference in the game back in November. Both teams had almost identical field goals, but the Spartans had 3 or 4 more three-pointers.
Yep. And that was,
Barker backs in, backs in. Right, outside Pablo for 3, no, off the rim, and it's loose on the wing, and coming away with it is Alston. Baseballs it to the left corner. Spartans get back in good shape and make them run a half-court set. Mustangs could take the lead this time. Alston out front, works against McKelvin. Step back, thought about the 3, and an errant pass goes out of bounds. Just rifled it inside for Tyler Williams, couldn't hold on, and it went out of bounds. Hockey line change for Coach Galligan. He's been taking notes from Matt Brock's changes. All kinds of new players in there.
I tell you what, Harry, as deep as Missouri Baptist has been and is all season, I'm not sure that CBC isn't just as deep. They've been rolling through players already. I think they've played, 9 or 10 already.
And nice. Hernandez scores easily at the other end. 8 first-half points on another nice entry pass to the post. Spartans by 3. They've been playing a lot of guys, Kevin, and when you look at that and then you look down at their numbers, most of these guys that are those extra players, reverse layup is nice. Good. Wow. Aren't guys that have played hardly at all. So they are bodies. Whether or not they're players, we will find out.
Right. You look at a player like Tyler Williams, he's just in the game to give someone else a breather for a little bit. And so now he's back out as the starters get a little rest. Kai still looking for his first 3-pointer of the night.
7:50 to go, opening half. Spartans by 1, 20-19. Jordan Ford hands it off for Alston. Augustin into the post. And a set shot 3 ball. Back rim, no. Oh, it's going to be a foul against the Spartans down low, and that's going to be a technical foul on Barker, I believe. Foul. Callum Barker gets the foul, and he does not get the technical. Brad Fritchie showing some patience with the big Aussie.
Well, Brad Fritchie didn't see it. The other official is the one that was right in front of him and should have called that. He heard it. Brad Fritchie heard it, and then,
Spartans, both coaches are mad. Matt Brock didn't like the call. Coach Galligan didn't like the fact that he didn't get a technical. And so everybody's unhappy. That means the refs are doing their job. Jumper, no. Rebound, Littles. He pounded the ball down, and Coach Galligan was asking Brad Fritchie about it. He said, listen, pounding the ball is not in the rule book as a technical. And Hernandez scores again. Man, they are firing it down low to him, and he's turning and scoring easily. 10 first-half points, and Kevin, 1,100 in his career now with that latest bucket.
Got it going on tonight for sure, too, and a lot of shots from down low, and now a long 3. This one from Jordan Ford goes down.
15th long-distance shot for Ford of the season, and we are tied at 22. This Mustang team thinks they can win. They think they let one get away back in December.
Oh, there's no reason why they don't feel like they can win this game right now.
Hernandez up and under move, got fouled by Victor Dukes. And Pablo will go back to the free throw line, 6:39 to go in the opening half in a tie ball game, 22-22.
And even though, the Mustangs have maybe, I won't say fallen on hard times, they've lost 2 straight. They struggled in the 2 wins right before that. You can see why they were a nationally ranked team up until this latest poll came out.
Hernandez makes the free throw, and this is a gigantic game for them.
Yes. It's actually a bigger game for them than it is for the Spartans.
Hernandez has his 11th point. Spartans have regained the lead 23-22, now 24-22. It's a tight one at the Petty SRC. Kind of the fans watching, Kevin, but they're kind of waiting for something to happen to get them going. Those fans across the way, pretty decent crowd tonight, needs to get up and help their team a little bit. Runner, good and a foul. Wow. Good drive by Alston, foul by Hernandez. Alston's first field goal of the night, first foul on Pablo Hernandez.
Mustangs a chance to regain the lead here.
24-24 with 6:24 to go in the half. Alston goes to the free throw line, a 66% free throw shooter. And he made that one, and the Mustangs take the lead again. It's been back and forth so far tonight. Robinson into the front court. Hernandez drives to the baseline to the open Woodfall in the corner, rim no. Castillo fighting for the offensive rebound. It goes out of bounds, and a foul against the Mustangs. Wow.
Jalen Adams.
Jalen Adams gets the foul. 5 team fouls now against the Mustangs. And Robinson will inbound baseline left to Pablo. One dribble, power move, left-handed layup. Wow.
Have a half, Pablo. 14 in 14 minutes.
Staggering how easy it's been for him so far tonight. The entry passes have been spectacular. Adams, who just hit that three, now straight away for Alston. Dukes wants the three, fires the three, and off the front rim. Rebound, Robinson. Blocked out Castillo to get it.
Yeah, blocked out a teammate.
Spartans by 1. A chance to extend that lead a little bit now with 5.5 to go in the half. Alston really giving Kai Woodfall fits at the offensive end, and a foul down low against the Mustangs.
Swinton, I think, as he was trying to deny position by Pablo.
Number 3, Marcel Swinton. First personal foul, team 6.
Yeager will replace Hernandez. So it's Littles, Yeager, Castillo, Woodfall, and Robinson. A little bit of a smaller lineup. Jamari in for Jesus. Dribbles out front. Probably drug the foot there a little bit and got away with it. Woodfall to the baseline. Yeager, left wing three. Yes! John Yeager with a stepping outside triple, just his 4th of the year. And the Spartans lead by 4.
That's a big shot by the sophomore.
Five minutes to go in the half. Spartans by 4, 29-25. Alston, free throw line jumper. Back rim, no. Woodfall with the rebound. Spartans playing good D. Robinson in the front court. Castillo, head and shoulder fake. Triple on the way. Bang.
Oh, that's a big shot.
Castillo with his second, and a timeout by Coach Clint Gallion as the Spartans have opened up the biggest lead of the night, 32-25. And we'll keep it right here. Drury Inn and Suites is the preferred hotel of Missouri Baptist Athletics. Look no further than the Drury Inn St. Louis Creek Corps location on Olive Boulevard. They offer rooms starting at $99 per night plus tax. You'll enjoy Drury's hassle-free, award-winning service plus free extras that make any reason to travel a breeze. That includes free hot breakfast, free hot food and beverages with the 5:30 kickback service. Book now at druryhotels.com. And don't forget to use MBU's special rate code 323777. That rate code is 323777. And Kevin, a couple of quick threes and a couple of stops, and it's still a tight game, but it was extremely tight, and all of a sudden you have not a comfortable lead, but you feel better.
Well, you know that CBC is not going to go away here. There's no question that they're not going to go away. And I'll say this, with 4.5 minutes left to go in the first half, you know, win or lose for the Spartans, this is exactly the kind of game that they need right now. They haven't been, really pushed at home. They're going to be pushed tonight.
Robinson came away with a rebound. Spartans by 7 and the basketball. 4:18 to go in the half. Dribbles to the baseline, left corner, now into the post. Goes Yeager, one dribble, looks for a player, finds Woodfall, triple. Nope, front rim. Castillo with the offensive rebound. Robinson for 3, short. Had 2 tries, missed them both, and the Mustangs take it the other direction.
That close to a double-digit lead there all of a sudden.
Alston had 16 points. Purcell Washington, rather, had 16 points against the Spartans last time. He had their first 6, but hasn't scored in a while. Alston drives, blocked by Little. Torrance Littles with his 95th of the year. All-time leading shot blocker here at MBU. Yeager traveled. Made a really nice pass after he traveled, though.
Yeah, Victor Dukes just kind of was set up right in front of him, and Yeager turned with the basketball, and just enough of a hesitation to move the feet there, gets whistled for the traveling violation.
Blocked by Littles was his 59th of the year, 95th of his career. The Spartans are the #1 shot blocking team in the AMC, #2 in the nation. Man-to-man defense for MBU. Triple on the way, back rim, no. Rebound, McKelvin. Good defense by James, and then he went and got the rock. Robinson drives, dishes to the corner. McKelvin now will put it on the deck. Left wing Castillo, left corner Jamari. Into the post Barker. Jump hook, rattles out.
Oh,
and keeping
Pablo.
it alive, Hernandez, and then he couldn't hold on, and it went out of bounds. Good effort by Pablo, just couldn't corral it.
Clint Gallion, first-year head coach of Central Baptist. I'm laughing a little bit because he's so into the game that he's got this nice suit, looks really nice, but his shirt is like hanging
Untucked.
out because he's just been jumping. He's working the officials. He's, you know.
One side of it's pulled out. You're right.
Exactly. It's
Spartans by 7, Mustangs with the ball. Dukes along the left block and turns and spins and scores in a very nice athletic move by Victor Dukes. He has 9 first half points.
I don't know if you can stop that unless you get help, honestly.
They go into Hernandez and clear out. He spins in the lane, uses the left hand and scores again. 16 first half points for Pablo Hernandez. He was held to 8 points the last time these two teams played. Woodfall had 24, and you notice the Mustangs are really putting the glove on him.
Yeah, we've seen that the last couple of games. Harris Stowe did the same thing to him a week ago, to Kai. Other players are having to step up offensively, and so far they've done that. In fact, Pablo probably after this game will take over the season average lead as far as points.
He is ahead of him right now by fractions. They're both at 13.5, and Pablo is just a hair above him in the fractions. Good deflection there by Castillo. 3 to shoot for the Mustangs on the inbound.
Pablo's beating him 16-0 tonight, too, so far.
At the shot clock buzzer, no good. Rebound Hernandez.
And he's not just scoring, he's doing a lot of good things out there.
Spartans by 7 with 90 seconds to go in the opening half, 34-27. Robinson penetrates, dishes, it's deflected. Pablo will fire the 3, and why not? Why not? Everything else is going in. He has 19 first half points.
No one else with more than 6.
The scoreboard just gave it to Robinson instead, but they'll fix that.
That's wrong.
Into the post, Dukes gets away from traffic. Now gets it back on the left wing, fires the 3, and answers. Victor Dukes. I remember him from last year. He's a good player. And it's a 7-point lead again under a minute to go in the half.
Plays the post at 6'5", too, so you know he's a gritty player, too. Strong, down on the block.
Pablo into the post. Barker can't handle the pass. And it goes out of bounds. 40 seconds to go in the half. Checking back in is Jarma Perkins.
Callum couldn't handle the pass, but that was
there wasn't anything wrong with
ball
it.
Movement. I mean, that was wow. What do we got?
Something with the clock, I believe. I think it was 39.9, and I think they just started it a hair early only.
I got you.
I think they started perhaps the shot clock a hair early.
Or the game clock, like they rolled it in, but they didn't.
So that's what it was. They started one of the clocks, but not the other. And here we go, 37.4. You know what? You might think, that's no big deal. And it maybe isn't, but I appreciate the professionalism of an officiating crew that'll pay attention and know what's going on.
Yep.
30 seconds to go in the half. Spartans by 7, 37-30. Central Baptist with the basketball. Spartans back in that trapping zone, and a timeout by Central Baptist. The player trapped against the sideline, so he called a timeout to not lose the possession. Hey, Spartan fans, make sure to visit the all-new Spartan Team store. Go to the SpartanTeamShop.com. Get all your MBU athletics gear, customize your own designs, get your orders to your home in time for the next home game. Of course, that's Saturday against Lyon College. Thousands of options are available. Go to SpartanTeamShop.com. Do it. Well, right now, while you're watching the game.
I tell you what, Harry, unless FedEx lies to me, I will be sporting a brand new pullover from the Spartan Team Shop on Saturday.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen to that.
I'll be dressed to the nines when Lyon shows up on
20
Saturday.
points in the paint for the Spartans, 14 for the Mustangs. This is a real kind of a bizarre stat, though, Kevin. The Mustangs have 9 second-half points to the Spartans 4. That's a category the Spartans usually own.
Yeah, exactly. Second chance points. That's exactly right. They're getting a couple boards and kind of trying to hang around in the game right now. 9 on the shot clock.
Into the post, Dukes leans and scores off the glass. He can do it inside and outside. He is a weapon for these Mustangs. Spartans by 5, 5 seconds to go. Got to get a shot off at the buzzer. Robinson spins from a defender, traveled, got away with it, and a whistle. And then what they did call the travel, eh?
Yeah. 1.1. Oh, no, actually, they just said off of the
went off of a Mustang.
Mustang player. I thought they eventually called the travel.
So the Spartans have a chance for a catch and shoot here with 1.1 to go. And Jamari traveled bigger than heck.
Yeah, no question.
But there were bodies everywhere. Sometimes you can't see it.
He and Brad Fritchie talking about it actually and disagreeing even before the inbounds.
Alley-oop for Barker. Can't get his hand on it. Buzzer in the first half is in the books. 37-32. The Spartans lead it by 5. Kevin Paulus has been saying all year long, we need a tight game at home, and we got it.
We got one. This is it right here. This is exciting, and crowd getting into it a little bit, and your Spartans really getting pushed.
37-32, your halftime score. We'll take a timeout. You are watching Missouri Baptist basketball on the Spartan Digital Network.
It's a long season, so we constantly want to see our guys in the weight room continuing to get bigger, faster, and stronger. In our league, if you aren't strong with the ball, you're going to get pushed around. Spartacus is no different. He's been hitting the weights hard this semester and is really starting to see some progress. He'll be ready come playoff time.
With every sunrise, I feel a ray of hope. With every stumble, I help a friend rise. When I look out at my city, I feel a tug for something more. Inside of me is a light to captivate. At Missouri Baptist University, we inspire each other to lead in the careers of our dreams. The faith and knowledge we grow are a mighty sword for bettering and healing our world. We find our light. We shine on.
Welcome back. It's halftime of the game between the Missouri Baptist Spartans and the Central Baptist Mustangs. American Midwest Conference action for you tonight on this Spartan Digital Network. The Spartans lead at 37-32. Both teams on the floor warming up, getting ready for what should be a hotly contested second half, as the first half was really tooth and nail. 4 lead changes, and the half ended with the Spartans up 5. We know the Spartans will leave it all out on the court for every game. Well, there's no better place to refuel after the game than Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Hey, you've got to get ready for the next game, right? So go to Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Kevin Paulus, the statistics have been handed to us. The big one, of course, is the scoreboard. The second one is Pablo Hernández, 19 points. What else have you learned?
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the 2 biggest ones. But, it just shows you how even this game is. Rebounding, 16 apiece, 16 aside anyway, 16 up, 16 down. Assists in the game, we talked about this a little bit. Jamori Robinson, 5 more assists tonight, 9 assists in the first half for Missouri Baptist. They shot it at 54%. In fact, Central Baptist took 4 more shots but didn't shoot at as good of a percentage. They shot at 41% in the first half. Both teams hit 5 3-pointers in the first half. Central Baptist 1 of 1 from the line. Missouri Baptist 2 of 2. So really the only difference is the Spartans have done it a little bit better down on the in the paint. You know, we talked about the night that Pablo has had so far, and that's really been the difference. Everything else is pretty even in this basketball game.
Victor Dukes with 14 points to lead the Mustangs. Those 5 assists for Jamari Robinson give him 294 in his career, closing in on that 300 mark. More importantly, though, tonight is finishing this one off with a narrow 5-point lead. Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union is the official credit union of Spartan Athletics. If you're in the market for a new home or a refinance of your existing mortgage, or you have other lending needs, let Gateway Metro take care of it. Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union, they are the official credit union of Missouri Baptist Spartan Athletics. Kevin, the crowd a little bit bigger tonight, but we need more people in here on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big game tonight. You're missing a great one, and I realize it's cold. You don't want to leave your house, your car, your dorm room, what have you, but it's a good night to be inside. It's a good crowd, good environment, but obviously the number 5 team in the country can use all of the support that you can give them.
37-32, your halftime score. Starting lineups are slightly different here in the second half. Tyrone Alston will start, as will Jarma Perkins. Victor Dukes gets the start in the second half, came off the bench in the first. And Purcell Washington, as well as number 25, Jalen Adams. Spartans will start with their typical starting 5. Jamari Robinson, Kai Woodfall in the backcourt, Castillo, Hernandez, and Barker up front. The Mustangs start with the basketball in the second half in their road black, trimmed in blue and white. And they're going right to left here on your computer screen. Spartans in the man-to-man defense. Down along the baseline, stolen away by Kai Woodfall. Good help defense down low, cut off the drive. Woodfall got the loose ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Good anticipation by Woodfall. And as you said, the help defense is what made the difference there.
Down low. First half starts the way the second half went. 21 points.
Second verse, same as the first, as now 21 points, as you mentioned, for Pablo, and all of them, I think all of them coming within about 4 feet of the bucket.
Other than he did fire up 1 3-pointer. Offensive stick back is good, and a foul. Purcell Washington got their first 6 points, and he had to sit after getting 2 fouls. Gets out there to start the second half and makes an impression right away. Second foul on Hernandez. And that was a great entry pass down low by Castillo for the Hernandez layup a moment ago.
They're looking for him, and so far tonight, he's answered. Bucket's good, lead down to 4.
39-35, just underway second half, Spartans by 4. Robinson in the post to Barker. Kind of a quiet first half for Cal. Backs his man down. Now jump hook, rim and good. Fell over the front. Field goal in the first, field goal in the second. Spartans by 6. Barker and Washington battling down low.
Washington wants the ball.
Hey, he does.
He's calling for it. There he gets it. Oh,
runs into
yep,
Barker,
there
and
we
an
go.
offensive
That's exactly
foul. That's
right.
a good call.
That off arm, he's pushing off with it. He doesn't like the call, but that's great defense that time by Callum.
Held his ground, didn't go flopping, Kevin. I mean, there was so much force that he just backed up a couple of steps, and it was impossible to miss the 250-pounder falling backwards.
So Washington goes out of the game with 11 points. He's got 3 fouls.
That's a break for the Spartans. Robinson wants to go to Barker, can't get it to him, so he'll swing it out front. Pablo puts it on the deck, drives, spins, left-handed jump hook, good. I'm telling you, Mr. Hernandez is having his way with the Mustangs tonight, and the Spartans lead by 8, biggest lead of the night. Barker and Adams, or make it Woodfall and Adams, are battling down low away from the ball. Alston gets it over to Perkins, now into the post. Dukes turns, faces Barker, spins to the baseline, and traveled. Wow, that's great defense by Callum Barker on back-to-back situations.
Yeah, he's had a strong start to this second half, definitely.
He just held his ground, kept his arms in the air, did exactly the way the coaches would draw it up.
Exactly. Chance to get it to double digits again here for the Spartans.
Hernandez, step back three? No. Made one in the first half, missed that one, and here come the Mustangs racing into the front court. It's Alston. Dishes to the corner, straight away Dukes will fire the three. Nope. Miss it to the right, rebound Castillo. He had 4 in the first half, averages about 5.5. Robinson into the post, Barker. Cal now works against Victor Dukes. Spins in the lane, left-handed jump hook, missed it.
A little too strong.
Dukes played him well. Alston works and he traveled.
Absolutely.
Shuffled the pivot feet, and the Spartans get it right back. You know, when you play good defense, keep your position, it forces the opponent to do something out of character.
Yeah, absolutely. They're expecting you to gamble and then, you know, use your aggressiveness against you. And if you just sit back, good defensive position, they got to do something to make you move.
Tree Roberts back into the game, and Alston gets a break, and the Mustangs are in a zone. Tired of getting beat up down low by Hernandez, who just got thrown into the corner by Williams. Robinson got the shot blocked.
Yep.
And it goes out of bounds. That belongs to the Spartans.
Yep,
that belongs to the Spartans. It was blocked. Now they've got to change the shot clock because they reset it. Clint Galion was yelling to his players. Brad Fritchie thought he was yelling at him. And he said, I've got it about the shot clock. Go back to your box. He said, I'm yelling at my player, not you.
He's like, back up to your coaching box.
10 to shoot now for the Spartans on the inbound play from Robinson to Woodfall on the wing. 24 in the first game against this team, and they have shut him down. Left corner, Castillo, yes. Third triple of the night for Jesus. He had 3 against them back in December. He scored 15 points in that one, has 9 tonight, and the Spartans have opened up an 11-point lead. Perkins, 18-footer. Yes, nice. Smooth for Jarma Perkins.
Timeout taken, I believe.
We'll take a timeout too. Spartans lead it by 9, 46-37. You're watching it on the Spartan Digital Network.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand-battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Good look at the Spartan huddle. They lead this game 46-37 early in the second half against Central Baptist with Kevin Paulus. I'm Harry Schrader. And Kevin, this game, no big runs. I mean, the Spartans have kind of opened up the lead a little bit, but this has been a well-fought contest.
It really has. They've spread out that 5-point lead that they had at the half, got it up to 9 now. It's been as large as 11, which was the largest lead of the game. But again, CBC still kind of hanging around here early in the second half.
I want to say it again, good veteran officiating crew, Brad Fritchie, Mike Wood, and Joel Crenshaw. They've done a nice job tonight. Castillo.
They really have, especially with the, kind of emotions running a little bit high. These are two teams that, CBC is a little bit of a desperate basketball team right now. And so kind of keeping that under control. It's been very well officiated.
And this is a gigantic game for the Mustangs. They can knock off the number 5 team in the nation, keep from getting their 6th loss in conference play. This is a big, big game for them. Woodfall double teamed against the baseline to an open teammate. Robinson made it. His second triple of the night, and the lead is 12, the biggest of the night for the Missouri Baptist Spartans. Into the post, spinning, and losing the handle was Dukes.
Nice help by Kai, too. Got a hand in there.
And it wasn't Dukes, it's Washington back in there with those 3 fouls. Woodfall thought about the 3, takes it, missed it.
Still can't buy one.
Well, he went to fake, and then it threw him off a little bit. Got to catch it and just go. Ooh, great crossover move. Perkins, jumper, missed it badly. Rebound, Castillo.
It was exactly what Matt Brock said. He said, shoot it, don't fake.
Well, he's good at catching its rhythm and going. And
don't lose your rhythm just because you think someone's going to come out and block it.
Hernandez works against the smaller man in the Mustang zone, spins to the baseline, and got blocked. Ooh, but they're going to call the foul. Going to call the foul on Roberts, his first. Young man, 6'4", goes up against Hernandez, 6'7", and he got the ball and threw it right back at Pablo. I mean, he got up. Hernandez will go to the free throw line, had a pair of free throws in the first half, has 4 points in this half and 23 in the game, and missed that one. Littles and McKelvin in. Robinson and Barker will go out for Missouri Baptist. Victor Dukes back in, as is Tyrone Alston for the Mustangs, and checking in number 12, Jordan Ford. Ford came off the bench, gave him 9 points in that game back in December. He's a guy that averages 5.4. And Yeager gets ready to check in for Pablo if he makes the free throw.
And maybe they did in the first half, but this is one of the first times that we've had Washington and Dukes on the floor at the same time for Central Baptist. So maybe, sensing the moment is now, as they're down by 13, you got to get your scorers on the floor no matter where they are. And Washington, as you mentioned, playing with the 3 fouls as well.
Yeah, you're right. It's an important part of the game for Coach Gallion. Yeager's going to get called.
That's a travel. He slid the pivot foot.
Wow. I was watching the battle down low. Yeager was battling with Dukes, and I thought they were calling a foul there. Instead, it was the travel on the wing.
Dukes took the ball and just set it down on the court, and Mike Wood said, okay. He just looked at him okay, that's fine.
2-3 zone for the Mustangs, trying to shut down that inside game, and the Spartans get it into Yeager. It's stripped from John. Outside McKelvin, 3, short off the rim. A rebound pulled down by Victor Dukes. 14:24 to go in the game. Spartans by 13, looking for win number 23. Washington between 2 defenders, dishes to Dukes, who muscles it between 2 defenders and scores.
14 for him, and that was a whole lot of contact there.
Castillo from the right corner knocks it down. His 4th triple of the day, 12 points in the game. His 10th time in double figures for the young man from Spain. Spartans go to their zone. And they lead it by 14, 53-39. A very tight game has opened up a bit for the Spartans. Alston, high post, now right corner. 4 to shoot, triple on the way. It's good. Really nice finish that time by Jordan Ford. Shot clock was winding down, and he got the job done. Woodfall, very quiet offensive night, but the Spartans don't care if they win. They don't care if he has a quiet night if they win.
That's one of them, yeah.
Yeager in traffic, in trouble. Lobs it way outside for Kai. 4 to shoot for the Spartans. He'll drive, double pump, and score. Woodfall finally on the scoreboard. He can do that periodically, drive to the rim and kind of double clutch it and get it through.
Determined that time to get to the hole, even though he got that shot off, I think, with about 2 on the shot clock. So he knew what he had to do, and he did it.
Washington muscled it up, missed it. Castillo with the rebound.
I think Dukes and Washington knocked it away from each other that time.
That's exactly right, Kevin. 12:28 to go. Spartans by 13. Woodfall wanted to use a pick from Littles.
He's like, if you're going to set a pick, help me out here. Nope.
Kai wanted that one too much. Missed it. Offensive rebound, Yeager. His putback is blocked. He retrieves it. Triple Castillo. Pinball's out. And the rebound belongs to Alston of the Mustangs. Left corner. Head and shoulder. Fake and a block. Castillo with help. Defense blocked the shot of Augustin. Robinson and Hernandez back in for the Spartans. I'm telling you, they're playing defense.
Yeah, they are tonight.
I mean, they do every night. They're the second best scoring defensive team in the nation.
Right.
But they're playing hard defense.
The tempo with which they're playing tonight, they are aggressive defensively tonight.
Well, they're playing a team that averages 79 points a game, and the Mustangs aren't going to get anywhere near 79 tonight.
Unless they really get on a run. That ain't going to happen.
11:45 to go. Spartans by 13. Alston drives, dishes into the corner. Good head and shoulder fake. 18-footer rim. Follow tip. Yes. Well done by Jalen Adams. His first field goal tonight.
He averages 9 points a game. Took him almost 28 to get on the board tonight.
Yeager and Hernandez out on the floor together. Often we rarely see that. Pablo wants to back in the smaller defender. Lost it on the way up. Got deflected. Littles with the loose ball. Fired it up from an impossible angle.
That was all about Washington. He played some tough defense there, and that's a nice drive on the offensive end by Adams. Lead back down to 9.
They're a little hungrier right now, are the Mustangs.
A little bit more pep out there than what the Spartans are given right now.
Robinson by the logo, guarded by Alston. He might have been guarded by him.
He might have been
well.
guarded too. We don't know.
Foul down low. Against Adams, fouling against Pablo Hernandez.
Second.
Shamari to inbound baseline left into Pablo at the top of the key. His defender practically fell down. He didn't know. Now he muscles it up between 2 guys and scores.
7 in the second half, 26 on the night.
Quite a game for number 15 in white, Pablo Hernandez. Spartans go back to the man-to-man now. High post for Washington. Adams, he'll fire another 3. That one pinballs out. McKelvin with the rebound. He's a good 3-point shooter, and he made one earlier. 30 triples on the season. Well, I guess he didn't make one yet. He's made 2 field goals, but none from deep. Pablo backs in against the defender, spins to the baseline, and throws it away. 2-on-1 the other way, ahead for an easy layup. And it's up and good for Augustin. And the lead is down to 9, 57-48. We played half of the second half. Spartans looking for win number 23, trying to run that AMC record to 15-1. Pablo for 3, made another one. Wow, what an evening for Pablo Hernandez. 29 points for the senior. $60-48. I see McKelvin working so hard on the defensive end, getting around the pick, beating his man to the spot. Adams against Littles. He lost the handle. 4 to shoot for the Mustangs, and stepped on the sideline. I'm telling you, when you got Torrance Littles coming at you, you try to do everything really quick, and the young man stepped on the sideline.
Kelvin and Littles come out. Barker.
Spartans are back at it Saturday afternoon. Lyon College comes to town. We should be checking on those out-of-town scores, perhaps. There's 3 other AMC games tonight. 4 other AMC games tonight. The Barker in the post. Double team comes outside Woodfall for 3. That one is off to the left. Tough night shooting it for Kai. He's 1 for 9. Washington at the left elbow. Now he'll put it on the deck. Had it knocked out of his hands, but it went to Dukes. He wants to drive against Pablo. Robinson sneaks in and steals it away. 3 on 2. The other way goes Jamari. Looks right. Castillo for 3. Rim no. And Alston will jog it into the front court for the Mustangs with 8:15 to go. Triple on the way. Adams missed it short. Rebound, loose ball picked up by Kai. 3 on 1 the other day. Woodfall, Robinson, back for Kai. Layup, missed it. Barker tried to tip it back in, and Jamari just grabbed him. There were numbers against the Spartans, and Jamari just said, well, I'll just grab him so we don't give up a layup. First foul against the Cardinal Rudder product. Pablo will get a breather. He was looking a little tired. Right arm, got an ice down on the right arm. 29 points.
Hey, coming at you, T. Coming at you, T. Chase Kai. Chase Kai. Go, Jesus.
Reverse layup is, it spins out. Victor Dukes couldn't believe it. Castillo with another rebound. He has 9 rebounds tonight. Robinson looks for Barker. Barker and Dukes are battling down low. Now they go to Cal. He gets hammered over the top of the shoulder. And now Dukes swings at him, and that's a technical foul. And that might be one of the reasons a young man that talented doesn't start, because he's been a little out of control all night long. Dukes will going to get the foul, and then he's going to get the technical foul.
Technical also, yeah.
Personal foul, number 23, Victor Dukes.
So that'll be also a personal foul, and he has 3, and Washington has 3.
23, Victor Dukes.
Kai Woodfall will be at the line to shoot the free throws here.
Missed a layup a moment ago. I mean, that's how tough a shooting night he's had. Makes the first free throw and makes the second. 4 points all in the second half for Kai, and the Spartans will still have the ball because of the original foul. So a chance to really blow this open. They're up to a 14-point lead. And Marcel Swinton checks back in.
Fritchie's going to check on something over here at the table, too.
They didn't put the other foul up there.
Well, they didn't put the other
team
basket
foul
up there. Actually, there we go.
Spartans with a chance for a 4 or 5 point trip this time. Oh, great head and shoulder fake and a jam. Torrance Little goes to the rack. And the Spartans with a 4 point trip and a 16 point lead, 64-48. Washington blocked by Barker, but it's going to be a foul on Cal. And I think his third, yes it is. Going to the free throw line to be Purcell Washington. He is a 62% free throw shooter. It's a strange stat. He shoots at 66% from the field and 62% from the line.
And he missed the first. Oh, yep, he did. I thought it was going to rim in.
Tyler Williams will check back in. Under 7 minutes to go in this one. And he missed them both. Barker collects it finally. Littles is out there with Barker, Castillo, and Woodfall. Jesus has it on the right wing. Kai guarded by Alston. Dribbles to the elbow, left corner, Jamari. Bounces it right corner. Castillo with a great head and shoulder fake and missed the three. Alston with the rebound for the Mustangs. Wow, air ball over the top. That's what I was saying before, Kevin. They've got players, they've got guys, but they don't have players.
Yeah, that's
as their substitutes.
Maker. Yeah, exactly. He's just in there, you know, giving some other guys a rest more so than being a scorer.
We have yet to see a team as deep as Missouri Baptist that has 8 or 9 guys that can actually really play and contribute. Barker with the jump hook miss. He thought he got fouled, no call, and he missed it badly. Spartans still by 16 with 5:40 to go in the game. Driving and missing it. Alston, maybe fouled by Littles, I think.
I think so. They're waiting to see if it went in.
Yep,
but
Torrance Littles.
Littles got him on the way up. First, I think, on him.
McKelvin and Pablo Hernandez get ready to check back in. And here comes Jalen Adams as well for the Mustangs, and Alston goes to the free throw line. Missed it. They've missed 3 in a row these last couple of possessions. He's a 66% free throw shooter. Hey, Kevin, they only shoot at 65% as a team.
Right, exactly. Not a very good free throw shooting team, and you almost get the feeling the Mustangs, the life has kind of come out of them a little bit here. They realize they're down 16, 5:30 left. They battled hard, but Missouri Baptist just a little bit too deep.
Also made the free throw. And Kevin, if you remember, the Spartans were losing 44-29 in the first half of the first time, and then they blew them out in the second. Had a minor lead here in the first half, and have blown them out here in the second half again.
They only led by 5 at the break, and they've already put up almost 30 points here in the second half on them, 27 to be exact. Let's go from 27 to 17.
Whistle and a foul down low, and the follow dunk after the whistle by Barker. Foul's going to be on Washington, I think. Nope. It's going to be on Swinton. And Matt Brock wants a timeout. 5:12 to go. Spartans lead it by 15 points. The Drury Inn and Suites is the preferred hotel for Missouri Baptist Athletics. Look no further than the Drury Inn St. Louis Creve Core location. They're on Olive Boulevard. They offer rooms starting at $99 per night plus tax. You'll enjoy Drury's hassle-free, award-winning service, plus free extras that make any reason for travel a breeze. That includes free hot breakfast, free hot food and beverages with the 5:30 kickback service. Book now at druryhotels.com, and don't forget to use MBU's special rate code. It's 323-777-323. 777. Kevin, what have the Spartans done differently in this game? Just worn them down?
They really have. They've you know, as many players as have gone in the game. I think you nailed it. The Mustangs have players, but the Spartans just have depth, and they just keep coming at you. And there's so many different things that they can do to you. And the guy that's touching the basketball, or was a second ago, in Pablo Hernandez, is having an outstanding night with 29 points.
And Kai continues to be very cold, but it really doesn't matter. They're up 15.
Yeah, exactly.
Washington gets fouled and didn't score. Fourth foul on Callum Barker. So I'll tell you what happened there. Fans watching the game, Barker's hands are extended out instead of straight up.
Yep.
Roberts gets ready to check in. So does Littles. Free throw good by Washington. He's been hobbled by fouls, and so his production has been stymied. 6 early points, 10 points now in the game. And he missed that one. 1 out of the last 4 free throws for him. Backcourt pressure by the Mustangs. And a steal by the Mustangs. Oh, but he can't control it. Good, hard effort by Roberts.
Matt Brock is looking at Pablo like, what was that? Why are we making that pass right now? So I saw something interesting a second ago as players were checking into the game. You know, James McKelvin goes to the table, and Matt Brock says to him, "Who you got?" And he said, "I'm going in for so-and-so." And Matt turned around at the bench like, "Why are you subbing?" Like he didn't make the sub. Like one of his assistant coaches was telling him who to go in, and Matt's just coaching the guys that are on the floor.
Woodfall finally makes a triple. Spartans lead it by 17, 67-50. Triple answer at the other end is too strong and goes up over the backboard. Woodfall made that three-pointer, and he now has 7 second-half points. He's third in the conference in three-point shooting percentage and number 1 in the conference in three-pointers made and 12th, Kevin, in the nation in three-pointers made.
Spartans up by 17. I did not expect this with 4 minutes left. They just wore him down.
Woodfall looks for Pablo. Can he get over 30 tonight?
I think he thinks he can.
2 to shoot. He doesn't realize it. Did get it off. It hit the rim, but the Mustangs get it back. Woodfall and Hernandez were kind of playing catch and forgot about the shot clock. And a carrying violation against the Mustangs. You could see this team, Kevin. We talked about it coming in. They were a nationally ranked team earlier in the season, and they've hit hard times. You can see they've got the talent to be good, but they just kind of run into some spurts, and they just don't have depth, talent at their depth positions.
Exactly. And, you know, let's face it, too, Missouri Baptist, you know, really, you mentioned it earlier. They battled hard defensively, and the talent that they do have was kind of negated a little bit by Missouri Baptist. But, yeah, there's no question. They're loaded with talent, and you understand why they were ranked in the top 25 for much of this season before, you know, losing a couple games in a row.
Robinson throws it away looking for James. He just got too close to him for that hard of a pass.
Yep.
3:19 to go. Barring a miracle, the Spartans going to continue to win, get their 3rd in a row, 23rd of the year, 15th in the league. Kevin, last game they secured a playoff spot. A win tonight means the worst they can do is finish tied for 7th in the AMC.
I don't really think they're thinking about that right now.
No, they're not.
They better not be.
Long triple, rim no. Tip up, no. Rebound, Jaeger. Under 3 minutes to go. Spartans break the press, now 20 to shoot. A bigger crowd tonight, but a quiet crowd tonight. Robinson penetrates, drives by the defender, flips up and good. Robinson with a driving layup. He has 8 points.
Harry, it was interesting. You know, at the half, I walked out to the concession stand, and Harris Stowe's men's basketball team is in the house watching this one tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, no game for them tonight, and obviously they beat Missouri Baptist just a week ago, and so had the night off, decided to come over here and watch Central Baptist and Missouri Baptist. Now, in all honesty, I don't know Central Baptist's schedule. They may be at Harris Stowe on Saturday, so, you know, they're coming to watch their opponent maybe, but I found that interesting that they showed up here tonight to watch this matchup.
Whistle, a foul, and 2 quick ones on Pablo, and now he has 4. Yeah, and the Harris Stowe isn't going to play Missouri Baptist again unless it's in the playoffs,
exactly.
and so it's probably about Central, but... Pablo getting clarification from official Brad Fritchie, but not arguing, and he'll no doubt take a seat with those 4 fouls. Nope, McKelvin will check out for Castillo. I don't know what Mike Wood was saying, official Mike Wood, but he was talking to the players, and Woodfall and Adams and Jaeger all just started laughing. Free throws missed again by Washington, but it's tipped out by Adams. 3 ball on the way from the left wing, and a good work by the Mustangs to get that triple.
And a foul.
Woodfall got thrown to the deck, and the foul is going to be called against Washington, his 4th. The triple is good. And I think I forget.
I think it was 15. Is it not? Yeah, it was Perkins. Second 3 of the game for him. He's got 8 points now.
4th foul on Washington. And Woodfall will shoot the 1-and-1.
And I am incorrect. Central Baptist will stay in town, but they're going to play College of Pharmacy on Saturday. So.
Both teams will be shooting the 1-and-1 the rest of the game. Spartans have 6 fouls. And now they changed that to 7 as well. Woodfall makes the free throw after being shut out in the first half. He has 8 second half points. Free throw good by Woodfall. Spartans by 18, 71-53, 2 minutes to go. Shake and bake Perkins into Washington. Leaner good. Pablo had to back off, didn't want to foul out, and Washington gets the bucket. And Kai is bumped in the backcourt, and he'll go shoot the 1-and-1 again.
Augustin, I think, picks up the foul there.
Clint Gallion unhappy with something, and I think he didn't think it should have been Woodfall at the free throw line last time. But I don't know exactly when the foul happened, but Kai was the guy that got knocked out of bounds, so I kind of thought it was him. And he makes another free throw, and he may get the double digits just yet. 3, 4, 7. He just did hit double digits.
Yeah, actually, they have him for 8 on the board.
Oh, they're wrong.
I think they are too.
8th time in double figures for Kai Woodfall this season. 17th time for Pablo Hernandez. 10th time for Jesus Castillo. And the Spartans have gone over 70 points, so tomorrow if you go to Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers in West County, you can get a buy one, get one free combo, box combo, because the Spartans have gone over 70 points at a home game here, and the reverse layup is good by Adams. He's had a good second half. 90 seconds to go in the game. Spartans lead it by 16, 73-57. Robinson down the left side. Double team, and he calls a timeout. 86 seconds to go, and we'll take a timeout too. Spartans lead it 73-57. You're watching it on the Spartan Digital Network.
With every sunrise, I feel a ray of hope. With every stumble, I help a friend rise. When I look out at my city, I feel a tug for something more. Inside of me is a light to captivate. At Missouri Baptist University, we inspire each other to lead in the careers of our dreams. The faith and knowledge we grow are a mighty sword for bettering and healing our world. We find our light. We shine on.
Good look there at the Mustang bench. They trail the Spartans 73-57 here tonight. The Spartans going to pick up win number 23, go to 15-1 on the season. Kevin, we're going to try to work on getting those out-of-town scores.
Not a lot of time left in this one, and the Spartans are going to win it again, and they're going to win it in fairly comfortable fashion as they lead by 16 in this one. Harry's scrolling feverishly through the scores here.
That's where I am. I'm a feverish kind of guy.
Spartans will inbound in the front court. Good heads-up play, actually, by Jamori to get that timeout. You know, you're not in danger of losing a lead or anything like, oh, my goodness, that's ugly. But Pablo is going to go up. Nope, he's going to
travel. They call it travel. There was about 3 travels, so
yeah,
that's good.
So too.
How about St. Louis College of Pharmacy? They got another win tonight, their 5th of the year. 73-64 over Lyon, who comes in here on Saturday.
Wow. Is that a final?
It looks like it's a final. It's got an asterisk by it here on the score. Park defeats Lindenwood tonight, 79-62.
Ours has an asterisk, too, though. We're not done yet.
Well, maybe not. Anyway, those are the scores. Columbia in front of Williams Baptist, 75-57. William Woods leading Freed Hardeman 84-73. And, of course, the Spartans lead this one 73-57.
1 minute left.
If those scores hold, Columbia College will briefly take over 8th place by themselves in the AMC Conference, which is the final playoff spot. Robinson gets fouled. And if William Woods holds on, they would continue to have, well, they'd move to 11-5, stay 4 games behind the Spartans. Check that. Woods would have 4 losses and 3 games behind. Strange times in the AMC.
Yeah.
St. Louis College of Pharmacy winning, Columbia College not very good this year. Freed Hardeman's at the bottom of the league. I mean, it has really changed around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of topsy-turvy, but it's worked out well for the Spartans as they have made their way through the conference schedule with just that one blemish so far.
9 points for Jamari Robinson. A chance to hit double digits for the young man from Cardinal Ritter, and he does. 12th time in double figures for Jamari Robinson this year, and he's done 3 or 4 of them just in the last couple days, last couple weeks. 40 seconds to go. Yeager comes up with the loose ball. Spartans probably will shoot it one time because they don't want to have a turnover. Other than that, they don't care about producing anymore tonight.
Done enough.
Robinson drives to the baseline, now dribbles to the wing. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Shamari out by the logo, gets tripped, stutter step, behind the back pass and the layup by Yeager. Beautiful by Robinson.
Good exclamation point on this one as the Spartans lead by 20.
Rim no good, loose ball, 3, 2, 1, buzzer. Basketball game. The Spartans win it 77-57. They run their record at 23-1. They're now 15-1 in the American Midwest Conference. And Pablo Hernandez with 29 points tonight for the Spartans, and they pull away a tight game that they pull away and win quite comfortably against the Mustangs of Central Baptist.
Absolutely. This is not what I expected in this one. A 20-point win for the Spartans is very convincing over a CBC team that now has lost 3 in a row, and they're kind of in danger, you know, of not even getting a home game in the conference tournament.
Spartans win at 77-57. We'll talk with the head coach in just a minute. Lyon comes to town on Saturday for the final home game in a little while, and so you'll want to get on out here to the Petty SRC. A good look there at the Spartans as they are walking off the floor, and the Mustangs heading out the other direction, and the coach hugging his daughter Hope, and he's going to come and join us here in just a moment. Spartans win it by 20, 77-57. It didn't look like a 20-point win early, did it?
No, I mean, they're a good team, and they got 2 really good forwards that are really hard to deal with, and they shot it pretty well in the first half. You know, we were trying to crowd them a little bit in the paint, and they only hit 5 threes, but I thought we really defended really well in the second half. I don't know, 25 points is pretty good on a team of that ability offensively.
I thought your team was terrific at getting the ball to Pablo in great spots.
Yeah, I mean, Pablo's getting smart. And figuring out everybody's trying to guard him every different which way, and it's just hard to guard him because he's such a talented player and he can do so many different things. But our guards are getting to him, and you know, it doesn't really matter. We can catch it as long as he can back his way down there to the post. He's hard to deal with. So, you know, I thought, you know, we did a great job of exploiting the front a little bit. You know, teams have tried to get a smaller guy on him and fronting, and we had a couple times in the first half, so they were having trouble with that, and then. You get there when the big guys are on him. He just uses all his skills and just gets them up in the air, and he's just a really good player.
Robinson 8 assists tonight. He's 3 away from 300, and that last pass was pretty dazzling. But before that, very efficient in finding the open man.
Yeah, I mean, he was controlled the game. Other than that last pass late, and he threw it to a guy that wasn't open. James didn't do a good job of getting open, and then he should have just came to the other side. I can't complain too much, but they didn't give him the turnover for that. We'll make sure he gets that turnover. But yeah, I mean, he handled the pressure well. You know, made a couple threes when they're leaving him. So he's just playing really solid.
Your defense tonight, I thought, was outstanding, meaning this is a team that likes to get up and down and score. You hold them to 57, so that statistically that sounds right. But I thought your guys were very aggressive on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think we're really good defensively, and Coach Goodwin had the scout. He and Coach Flynn have been doing an excellent job of getting us prepared, and our guys know what's going to happen before it happens, and our guys are doing a good job of studying the film and studying the stuff that we give them, and then using it on the floor. They're smart guys, and they're utilizing that. So I think that helps us as a defensive team, especially the second time around. You're a little more familiar with the teams, and you've got a little more film, so you kind of know what their tendencies are a little even better. So yeah, I was very pleased with our D tonight.
Bull Harris Stowe basketball team was here tonight watching this game.
I have no idea. I have no comment.
Lyon comes to town on Saturday. Talk a little bit about that game. They're really outstanding defensively as well.
Yeah, I mean they play super slow, so the teams don't score a lot on them. But they play a style that kind of forces you to play a little slow with them, and they got a really good shooter, their point guard, and they got some big guys, and it's just a different type of game that you got to prepare for. So we got one day to prepare. We're gonna have to be focused tomorrow on how we're gonna game plan against them. But they're a good team. I think they're a top half team for sure in our league, and Coach Tapp does a good job. They're gonna be ready to play.
Appreciate your time. Congratulations.
Thanks, Harry.
It's the head coach, Matt Brock. Spartans win it by 20, 77-57. Pablo Hernández gets 29 points tonight. Jamari Robinson, 8 assists. Kai Woodfall got into double figures, all of his points in the second half. Jesus Castillo, 4 triples and a double-digit night for him as well. And the Spartans just completely shut down this team defensively tonight. Just 57 points. 25 of them in the second half. And so the Spartans continue to roll. Third straight win, 23rd win of the season, 15th win in the league, and they are cleaning up in the American Midwest Conference. Spartans win it by 20. Back at it Saturday at 3 o'clock. It's a doubleheader sweep tonight, by the way. The ladies won earlier tonight against Central Baptist as well. So it's all good from the Petty SRC. Both those teams play again on Saturday. The ladies at 1, the men at 3. So come on in and join us at the Petty SRC. And if you can't make it, come on into mbuspartans.com and watch it with Kevin Paulus and I. For my friend Kevin Paulus, I'm Harry Schrader, reminding you, since you've been there, make it a better place. You've been watching Missouri Baptist basketball on the Spartan Digital Network. We say goodnight to you from the Petty SRC.